Welcome back to Sideline Report. Marvin Jackson here with Donna, Lou, and Carita. Let's talk about the Baltimore Ravens and where they might be going this season. It's going to be tough for them as well. They're in another tough division. Carita, maybe you can start out. You've seen them all during training camp. What do you feel about them?
I'm really good about the Ravens, actually. I mean, they brought in the weapons that they have for Lamar this season. I really think he's going to capitalize on that. And also, he's in a new offensive system. There might be an adjustment there, but I think what we'll see from Lamar is more leadership because he feels that he can step up in that space. Todd Monken has given him the power and the control of the offense. Obviously Monken's going to call the plays, but he's told Lamar that if he sees something, he can change the plays. And that's something that Lamar likes. So I think we're going to see him take his game up to another level this season. But the Ravens, they finished last season 10-7, and that was with Lamar missing 6 games because of injury. That was also with not the amount of weapons that they have this year. So I'm expecting them to, like I said, there might be a little growing pains with the offensive system, but I am looking to see if they'll have a good season this year. I mean, Odell Beckham Jr., his connection with Lamar Jackson has been great. And what stands out to me when I see Odell in person is his ability to catch balls that are uncatchable. If Lamar throws something slightly inaccurate, that Odell Beckham hauls it in. So that's been something that stood out to me. Zay Flowers, first time I saw him, my first reaction was he's small. But then you see he's small and mighty, okay? Like his route running ability, beautiful. Yards after catch, he's great there as well. So I think we're going to really see him shine in his first preseason game. He admitted that the game was moving fast for him, and we hear a lot of rookies say that. But he was like, I'm going to get used to it. And the next game, he had a 20-plus yard touchdown, and that was against the Commanders. So he's got a lot to work with. And then on the running back side, you got J.K. Dobbins coming back. Justice Hill really stepped up in the preseason. And then Gus Edwards is still in the backfield as well. Mark Andrews on the tight end side. So Lamar has weapons this year.
Tight ends look solid
Yes. Yeah.
over there. I mean, they're deep.
He's there too.
Hey, Carita, and the key thing that you said as far as Lamar has all of these weapons that he was lacking last year, but he has to stay healthy because he's the key in order for this team to move forward. And I mean, they've got backups, quarterbacks that they've got on that roster too, but Lamar Jackson is the guy that makes this team goes. And Beckham and all of those guys and Flowers, like you said, when I saw him, I said, they've got a winner there. But Beckham and all those guys, they got to stay healthy if this team is going to move forward. But I think offensively, they are much better.
I think that what the Ravens have, what Washington was sorely needing, and Carita, you can speak to this, they've always had competence in the front office and competence around the coaching. So for years on this show, I was always saying, as long as Harbaugh and the front office is somewhere in the same area, and see where it really, really matters, right? So now you're seeing competence in the Commanders with Eric Bieniemy and some other people, but the Ravens have had that for a long, long time, from Ozzie Newsome all the way down. So I think that as long as the Ravens have John Harbaugh as the head coach and have other things around him, the Ravens are going to be a formidable foe for anybody. But that division is going to be tough. That division is going to be really tough.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a tough division. You got the Bengals, who are still the team to beat. You can expect the Browns to be better this year than they were last year. So it's definitely the Steelers, they're in there too, but it's a tough division. So it's not going to be easy. And everyone's going to have to stay healthy because you have Beckham coming back from an injury. J.K. Dobbins is coming back from an injury. Wide receiver Rashad Bateman, he's also coming back from injury. So, they're going to have to be mindful of those guys' health as well along the way. And you absolutely cannot lose Lamar Jackson, like you said, Donna. You just can't. They have competent backups, but nothing compares to Lamar.
So he is an MVP guy.
Yeah. Absolutely. And we might see him back having an MVP caliber season this year.
Stay healthy, right? The offensive line looks okay.
The offensive line looks okay. The defense looks good too. I've talked to Roquan Smith during training camp, and in his eyes, he says he doesn't see any weaknesses on the defense. I'll be able to tell a little more. You know, the Ravens didn't play their starters, so I'm very interested to see the defensive starters play during the regular season. But I mean, they look good on all sides of the ball. It's just going to be, how does it come together on the field? They start with the Texans, actually. That's who they're preparing for in week 1, are the Houston Texans. We talked about that today because CJ Stroud was named the Texans starters. So this Texas starting quarterback. So that's who they're focused on. I feel like that's a game they should be able to win. You're still dealing with a rookie quarterback. That's going to be his first game. Not undermining CJ Stroud at all, but there is that adjustment period for rookies. So that should be a game that they can win and start off strong.
Every game in that division will be tough. Kind of like the NFC East. I think overall the NFL divisions are going to be very competitive this season.
Yeah, don't forget the AFC South. I know that's not over here, but I'm from Jacksonville, and that division is going to be more competitive
now. Yeah, they will be. They're going to be a better team. Every year they're going to get better. Well, thanks so much, guys. And we'd like to wish the University of Maryland football team and the Bowie State football team, Mike Loxley, head coach at Maryland from this area, and Kyle Jackson, young head coach over at Bowie State. Like to wish them well this season. And Lou, you wanted to talk about some of the grit, tough guys that were from this area who were released by Washington.
Yeah, I mean, Jared Patterson, who's a fan favorite. I mean, we just hope he catches on with somebody. He's on the practice squad last year, living his dream, inspiration to so many people. Hope he catches on with another team because he deserves a spot in the NFL. He's put in the work and he deserves a spot in the NFL. And then Joshua Pryor coming from Bowie State. It was just great to see him in the offseason and see him make it to training camp, and hopefully that his football career can continue somewhere. But those are two people that we've all come to love on the Sideline Report and in the DMV is Joshua Pryor and Jared Patterson, wishing them both well.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Lou, Donna, and Carita. And for Lou, Donna, and Carita, I'm Marvin Jackson. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.